fine, we'll be on our way to giving the Kardashians a run for their money. I'm gonna shake things up.
A cycle of anger isn't healthy.
I'll be healthy again as soon as I make a couple of cheaters pay for blowing up my life.
There were a number of times when you or a member of your family needed a favor. This is a situation where you owe me one. Have a nice rest of your day.
Beyond the Gate spoilers for Monday, February 9th, hint that Lynette Wise, Dominique Madison, will threaten Hayley Hamilton, Mokita Goings, while Bill Hamilton, Time and Kyle duet, gets shocking news. A new week will kick off in the land of Fairmont Crest, which means new dramas on the horizon, so let's unpack Monday's show. First off, Lynette will back Hayley into a corner. It seems as though she's got a plan that Hayley can help out with, so she'll likely blackmail her former scamming partner to ensure Hayley cooperates. Lynette may have substantial proof that Hayley stole money from her past husbands, so Bill's wife will be left with no choice but to do what Lynette asks. Still, could Lynette also have evidence that Hayley is poisoning Bill? Hayley hasn't confided in Lynette at all, but as the old saying goes, a player always recognizes game. Lynette has been around Bill's firm a lot lately, so maybe she's seen Hayley drop some substance in Bill's tea and come to a certain conclusion. Across town, Grayson Perez, Jordi Villasuso, will confide in Ashley Morgan, Jen Jacob, about the reason their date was derailed during the Friday, February 6th show. Grayson received a mysterious phone call that shut down their romantic date. So will the lab technician tell the nurse about his mother's ailment? Then again, this might be about something else, so fans will have to tune into the show to find out. Meanwhile, Beyond the Gate spoilers for Monday, February 9th, state that Dani Dupree, Karla Mosley, and Andre Richardson, Sean Freeman, will be interrupted. Added teasers suggest that two very special guests will drop by, and from the sounds of it, Dani will be very surprised and happy for the interruption. Who will these surprise guests be? And are they linked to Dani's new modeling gig? Only time will tell. Speaking of surprises, Bill is shocked when Chelsea Hamilton, Ronnie Rose Mantilla, tells him that she's engaged to Dr. Madison Montgomery, Kenja. With that said, will this be a happy shock, or will he be upset about it? Bill supports Chelsea on all levels, but does he trust Madison with his baby girl's heart? Beyond the Gate spoilers note that Monday, February 9th, will offer plenty of feel-good moments, a sprinkle of romance, and some chaos, so fans won't want to miss a second of all the drama. The idyllic facade of Port Kensington is set to shatter this Monday on Beyond the Gates, as two families at the heart of the town's power structure find themselves rocked by betrayal, blackmail, and a revelation that will redefine decades of history. Forget subtle maneuvers. This episode is a declaration of war, with Lynette Blackwood drawing a line in the sand and Bill Sterling dropping a bombshell that will leave everyone reeling. Lynette's last stand, a mother's threat. The episode opens in the chillingly serene conservatory of Blackwood Manor, a stark contrast to the storm brewing within Lynette. For weeks, she has watched her son, Julian, unravel over his passionate but ill-advised relationship with Hayley Finch, the spirited but financially struggling waitress from the wrong side of the canal. Lynette, the undisputed queen of Port Kensington society, has tried polite disapproval, financial incentives, and social sabotage. But Monday, she escalates to outright warfare. Hayley, summoned to the manor under the false pretense of discussing a charity event, finds herself not in a drawing room, but in Lynette's private study, surrounded by portraits of stern Blackwood ancestors. The atmosphere is glacial. Lynette dispenses with any pretense of civility, laying a single, ominous file folder on the desk between them. "You mistake my patience for permission, Hayley," Lynette states, her voice a razor wrapped in silk. Julian is not a rebellious phase. He is the heir to an empire. And you are a threat to its stability. The folder, Hayley discovers, contains a meticulously compiled dossier. Her father's long-buried gambling debts, her mother's fragile employment at the Sterling factory, and even the academic probation her younger brother is on at university. It's a blueprint for financial and social annihilation. "Leave him," Lynette commands, her eyes devoid of any warmth. "Announce that your feelings have changed, that you need to focus on your family. Do it gracefully by the end of the week, and I will ensure your mother's position is made permanent with a significant raise. Your brother will receive a full scholarship to any state school of his choice." Your family's debts will be quietly resolved. Haley, trembling with a mixture of fear and fury, scoffs. You think you can buy me off? Julian loves me. We love each other. A cruel smile touches Lynette's lips. Ah, love. The most expensive currency of all, and one your family cannot afford. If you refuse, well. She taps the folder. Every one of these inconvenient truths will become very public, very quickly. Your father will lose what little credit he has. Your mother will be dismissed for performance issues. Your brother will be expelled. And you, my dear, will be the reason your family is destitute and humiliated. You will have to look into Julian's eyes every day, knowing your stubbornness destroyed everything he claims to love about your authenticity. The threat is not just to Haley's relationship, but to her very identity and the people she holds dear. It's a masterclass in psychological torture, designed to make Haley believe that leaving Julian is the only noble choice. The question is, will the defiant Haley crumble under the weight of this threat, or will this blackmail finally give her the ammunition she needs to fight the Blackwood dynasty on its own cutthroat terms? Bill's bombshell, a legacy in question. While Lynette fights for her family's future, across town at Sterling Industries, Bill is forced to confront a devastating truth about his past. The episode intercuts the tense standoff at Blackwood Manor with Bill in his stark, modern office, staring at a confidential medical report as if it's a ghost. His trusted, and secretly smitten, assistant, Claudia, watches with concern as all color drains from his face. The news. Bill Sterling, the self-made titan of industry, the man who built an empire from nothing, has a rare, aggressive form of early-onset Alzheimer's. The forgetfulness he's been dismissing as stress and age, the missed meetings, the confusing of names, the momentary lapses in conversation, has a name and a tragically swift prognosis. The doctor's words echo in his mind: progressive cognitive decline, affairs in order, perhaps a year, maybe two, of clear function. But the true shockwave, the moment that will leave viewers gasping, comes not from the diagnosis itself, but from Bill's reaction. In a state of raw, uncharacteristic vulnerability, he doesn't call his wife, Victoria. He doesn't summon his board. Instead, he places a shaky, urgent call to his old friend and sometimes rival, Charles Blackwood, Lynette's husband. Charles. I need you. Not at the club. Not at the office. Somewhere no one knows us, Bill says, his voice thick with emotion. It's about the past. It's about Eleanor. The name Eleanor hangs in the air like a detonated bomb. Longtime viewers will recognize it as the name of Charles' beloved sister, who died tragically in a car accident nearly 30 years ago, a loss that sent Charles into a deep depression and cemented the Blackwoods' insular nature. What connection could Bill possibly have to her? The answer arrives in a poignant, flashback-laden scene at a secluded lighthouse outside town.